You guys ready?
Yep.
Well, we're about ready to get going on our camping trip. We're going on a 2-night trip, which is pretty short, but we're going to take you guys along with us and show you how we do a short trip like this. So we pretty much got everything packed up yesterday before I had to go to work. Just makes less work for today. We just pretty much got to get food packed up and clothing and hook up the boat and we'll be good to go. You apparently printed off the wrong reservation paperwork because it doesn't have our site number on there, so thankfully we have internet where we are. We gotta figure out what site we're at. There it is. Here we go. Let's go find it. Should be fairly close to the lake. There it is, guys. Look at that, we got a nice view of the lake. Let's go. He's missing a shoe. Well, we've gotten to our campsite. Got a great view of the lake. We can put the kayak right in the lake down here. We're up nice and high, and there's plenty of room for the big tent and the screen tent. So, and as we got our fire pit here, you can kind of look out over the lake, and I think it's going to be a good one. And now, all the work begins. So we got to set up our tent, the screen tent, and we got to get a fire going so we can get dinner going. So we're going to let the kids kind of run around and do their thing. Nasta and I are going to get to work here.
I did this carving that I did.
Beep, beep, William.
In the dirt.
Well, this is a new to us tent that we're using, trying to upgrade from the last one because the last tent was getting a little small. And we were having issues with one of the sides, the pieces breaking off, and we just had another piece break. So hopefully I can fix that with a zip tie because I didn't bring a backup tent this time. See if we can get that fixed, but all my parts are buried back in here, so we're gonna get that all unloaded quick. This whole piece is just completely broken off, and the bolt that goes through this pole just completely snapped, so I put a zip tie through it. Hopefully that'll last for this trip anyway.
Look what I did. I caught a toad.
Got William's bed set up. Finishing the other.
Is that your bed, William? What are you doing?
Getting my socks on.
Your stinky socks? What'd you say they smelled like?
Rotten cheese.
Rotten cheese? Gross.
I got your kitty. I got your...
There's got to be a hole in this air mattress somewhere, babe. So we might be sleeping just on the ground, and it's not. Look at that.
All right.
It's not holding air anymore.
Well, William is desperately trying to get in the tent.
Just get in.
Well, pretty much everything is set up. The tent's good to go. Screen tent's pretty much set up and ready to go. We're only going to be out here for 2 nights, so I think probably this video is going to be geared more towards making the most of a short camping trip. We normally do like a really big setup with a big tarp over the top. We also check the weather, and it's not supposed to rain, so we're not doing the tarp this time. We're trying to keep things a little bit more simple, so because camping, believe it or not, is a lot of work. Mostly on the front end and the back end with the setup and the takedown and everything that's involved with that. So we're trying to do less work, or as little work as possible, so we can actually enjoy being out here. So I gotta get the tripod quick, get the fire going. We've got some brats that we're cooking tonight. It's almost 5:30. I think we're making pretty good time. We've got to grab some water too from the pump. So, well, we just got back from getting water, and I haven't been down to the lake yet, so I'm gonna go do that quick before we get the brats on the fire. All right, let's go check it out.
Yeah. Woo! Let's go play in the water.
Water's very clear.
Oh.
Look how clear that water is. Oh, there's the loon, guys. It's right there.
There it is. Mom, there's a loon right next to us. I see. To the middle, Dad. Oh. I just saw some swim by.
Turtle right there too, sticking his head out of the water. Can you imagine how relaxing that's gonna be?
What are you doing?
I saw this.
Oh,
I
okay. You guys catch anything?
No.
No.
I almost catch a huge minnow.
Oh, nice. You guys ready to eat?
Yep.
Brats are done. What do we got for food tonight?
We have brats, chips, and dill pickled salad.
Awesome.
Oh, that's a jumping spider.
I think the food can probably make or break a camping trip. I would think. Camping food is some of my favorite food. I think it's some of Clark's and Lana's favorite too, right? You can pretty much do whatever you want with it. We like to keep it pretty simple for the most part. Sometimes we get a little more extravagant on the food end. We're just doing a short trip, and you'll see some of the meals that we're doing on this trip. Tonight we're doing the brats and chips and salad, which is pretty easy. We cooked boiled the brats at home this morning before we left, which helps kind of cook the inside a little bit, so we don't have the issues that we had last time with the insides of the brats being raw and the outsides being burned. Another thing that kind of goes along with the food is the food preparation. We've got a couple camp stoves that we use. We've got that tripod that we use for most of our food. Frying pans, other cooking items. We've been using paper plates a lot because instead of having to do dishes or whatever, you can just really just use them for fuel for the fire, which is kind of nice. But
And it's convenient when you have kids.
oh, yeah, anything convenient when you have kids is
Less work for us to do tonight.
a lot less work.
Bye. Bye.
You're not watching that? Is this your favorite camping meal?
Yeah.
Hi. Brats are my favorite.
Yeah, me too.
We're not gonna sink.
Yeah.
We're not gonna sink.
No.
I saw the loon.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
The loon just dived. Stands right over there.
They make a lot of noise with their tails. I still want to go over here. Ooh, look at that lightning.
I saw pink lightning.
Ooh, you see that lightning?
Yeah.
That was a pretty big one. We gotta get back and get ready for this rain to come in. Big storm coming in, guys. The kids are going to be getting to bed here pretty soon, probably. We got some thunder rolling in the distance there, and we're supposed to get a little bit of rain tonight. So, between the kids and the mosquitoes, I think Nas and I are losing our minds right now.
We don't throw the rock at Clark's head. Oh,
William's throwing rocks right now.
big rocks too.
We're probably not going to do much more tonight that's going to be interesting for you guys to watch or anything, so we're going to probably just cut it off and we'll be back at it in the morning. Alright, well, we're all finally getting to bed. We just had a giant storm roll in. we're all soaked. We'll tell you about it more in the morning. We're going to bed. It's been quite a night, so see you in the morning. Well, it's morning, and last night we had a big storm roll in, and the tent was collapsing on top of us. So we had issues with this side. First, I had this pole in the tent, so I was able to prop this up. But this side collapsed first, and then followed by the other side. It was actually sitting right on top of the kids, and we were getting soaked. But turns out this divider, this hook right here, was connected to this hook, and it was causing tension and pulling the center of the tent down. So hopefully that was the only problem, but it was not supposed to rain at all, and we got one of the worst storms I've seen in a long time. It's supposed to be nice and dry today. The sun's supposed to come out, so hopefully everything will dry out. And we've got crabby children this morning too. Fun times. There's Mr. Cranky Pants. He's smiling right now. Look at that water everywhere. Oh, I also had, because we weren't sure what was going on with this tent, I strung it up with some 550 cord. I can probably take that down now that we figured out what the problem is. We're making the best of this camping trip, right?
Mm-hmm. Hopefully today will be nicer.
I sure hope so. No more surprise thunderstorms, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. And William slept through it all.
Yeah, William didn't wake up at all. Like, his side of the tent was all blown over. This was completely just down on top of his pack and play, and I'm looking under here trying to figure out what's going on. He's just laying in his bed sleeping.
Yes.
Wish I could sleep like that sometimes. We're gonna get some breakfast going. Probably get a fire going so we can dry out a little bit. We could just pack up and go home, but we're not gonna do that. We don't do that, do we? Yeah. Because we're hardcore campers. We love to suffer. Remember how to make the cabin? Ugh. Now everything can dry out in here, hopefully. So we normally like to do at least one hot breakfast when we go camping. Usually we have like eggs and bacon and just do a big fancy breakfast, but this time we're just doing hash and spam. So nothing super fancy, but it's still a hot breakfast, which is still nice. But since we're going to be out here for a shorter amount of time, we're just going to keep things as simple as possible. Usually I like to do at least 3 nights of camping, 3 to 5 nights. We do a whole bunch of activities and fancy food and stuff, but if you're running around doing all that extra stuff, then you don't have time to actually sit down and relax and enjoy yourself. So that's why we're trying to keep it simple this time and just kind of try to enjoy our time as much as possible out here. Wow. He's in there.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Nas was just remembering the trip that she and I had when we were first married. It was really late, and we just got into the campground. We realized when we got there, we knew it was a walk-to site, but it was 0.8 miles to get to the site, and we didn't realize it was that far.
And it was raining.
So we're like, we're gonna make dinner at the pavilion at the picnic area. So we get out the gas grill, and apparently I used too much lighter fluid, and the burgers tasted like lighter fluid. It was a terrible night.
But it was food. Then we burped lighter fluid for days.
It's disgusting. We do have a lot of rough experiences, but we also have a lot of good ones. You just gotta find the good stuff amongst the bad stuff, because there's always gonna be bad stuff. Well, we're gonna get all the food cleaned up and then get dishes washed. Try to get things a little bit clean around here. And then we're all gonna go fishing. It's a little one. Reel it up.
Oh, look at this fish. Wow.
Clark's got a fish.
Oh, it's a fat one.
Nice job, Clark.
Oh, it's tough.
Look at this fish.
Oh, that's a good
Bigger
one.
than the last one.
Good job.
Whoa!
Wow, Lana. Again,
Go over here.
close to the shore. Well, did you throw it overboard?
Yes.
Did you really?
Yes, he did.
It's a big one.
Oh,
That's the one I like.
Wow, look at Lana's fishy.
Look at it. It's huge.
Oh.
Wow.
That's the sunlight that I catch.
William, careful.
I got a one.
Wow.
That's a nice one, Clark.
Spiky one.
Wowzers.
Put some mine out. I'll get this one.
I like those ones.
Wow, I think this is the smallest one yet.
It's cute.
I want to sit on your shoe. Look at the fishy.
Nice. How many is that? Like 10? Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah? How many fish did you catch?
I got more than one.
You guys got a bunch, didn't you?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go back to camp and have some s'mores. Well, we're going to do some s'mores tonight, so we got the fire built back up, and we got a little bit more wood to go through tonight, so that, honestly that's probably just enough for what we need. We are leaving tomorrow, so we'll probably start packing some stuff up, like that, the tripod, pretty much everything we won't be using. The tripod, probably one of these Coleman stoves, everything, the boat, just whatever we can get started tonight, just to make everything a little bit easier in the morning. But we don't have to leave tomorrow until 3 p.m., which is nice. But usually we like to get home at a decent time so we can get everything unpacked. So yeah, we're gonna just hang out by the fire tonight, eat some s'mores, and hopefully the loons will be out making some noise, since last night we didn't hear them because of the storm. But turned out to be a really nice evening. We're gonna go for a walk. We actually go on walks quite a bit when we go camping. Well, we got the campsite packed up and we're just about ready to go. It was a short trip, but I think we got pretty much everything done that we wanted to in 2 nights, 3 days that we were here. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video. We're heading home.